Alright, still got some rainy days out there. And so I'm kind of stuck. Well, I ain't stuck. I'm just doing some stuff really that needs to be done. So I'm taking motors apart, you know, to get stuff like this. That's easy copper right there. I done took that one motor apart. They're pretty easy to do. Some of them just got steel housing, and some of them are like this with aluminum, cast aluminum housings. So it's kind of a win-win thing for me on this stuff. Plus I don't mind taking them apart. Most of these come out of fans and vacuum cleaners. I guess I ought to make sure my darn microphone's on. There it is. Yeah, I just take loose all the screws. Oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, that one's loose. These is loose. And most of these motors if a feller had a use for them, most of them work. Most of them look brand new. They're all pretty easy to pull apart, and then too, need to pull that. I need me a little tack hammer. This thing usually, this is part of the fan, that bolt there. I don't know if I can unscrew that, but I'm going to have to pull this out or I'm going to get breakage on that, which I can bust that off, or well, I'm going to lay it aside and go ahead and get this. Now there, that's a kind of a, this is one of the newer motors. Ain't a, well, there's enough copper to go after. This, well, that should come on. Well, let me get that screw off. I do love taking this stuff apart. That's all plastic, so I don't need that. I wonder if that'll come off. You know, I notice as time goes on, this used to be two separate pieces, and now it's the whole dang, not there what it is. It's not a single piece, it's two pieces. I was getting ready to say, look, but I couldn't figure out how they would mold that like that. Now see, that's some good cast aluminum right there, but now that's got a piece in there. If you don't get that out, it's going to be breakage. And usually what I do, now I'll show you, I hope you can see that. I'm going to take my punch what did I do with my hammer? There it is. Now, that's all clean there. This piece here, that's going to be clean. That's going to be breakage there. I'll throw it over there. That'll go into clean. So there's that piece for later getting the copper out. This is all clean, so that'll go. That's cast aluminum. This part here, I'm going to lay that aside for right now. And here's another motor. Now that's plastic, that'll go out there to the trash. These screws, I'll try to keep them picked up as it go along. Keep from getting a mess. I just talked to a friend of mine. He's a subscriber. I'm a subscriber to him. And because I had this, I was doing a video the other day. And somehow or another, I don't like to talk about religion or politics on my channel. There's one thing I've learned in all these years I've been living. As much as you can, you keep politics and religion out of just keep it out. You don't bring it up unless they do, and then you try to stay out of it anyhow. Because sometimes people will hate you or dislike you terribly for your beliefs and political beliefs, religious beliefs, one way or the other. But anyway, I was doing this video, and I haven't figured out exactly how that wasn't politics, it was religion. And I forget now what we was talking about. But what it boiled down to, let me turn that where you can see my face. I was touching on beliefs in God and atheism and agnostic, and I guess I'm gonna have to describe myself as an agnostic. We don't believe it one way or the other, the way I understand it. I don't know. And people tells me I need to get down on my knees at the church house and pray to God to get me out of them thoughts. But that would be a hypocritical thing for me to do, since I'm pretty much an atheist. No need for me to get any further into it, but I was talking to Paul about it. And of course, as we all know, Paul's a very religious guy. He brings his beliefs into his channel, which he can do. It's his beliefs. It's just like Chris and Holly. Chris and Holly says the earth is flat. Well, I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing. My belief is it's not flat, but that don't stop me from being friends with him, and I'm not gonna fault him for what he believes, no more than I want him to fault me for what I believe. It's really a conundrum. All these different religions, and somebody is wrong, and I tend to think they're all wrong. I just tend to think that we want to believe there's a God out there that's going to give us some hereafter after this life. I'm going to shut up about it. And get down to what's going on here. I'm going to burn that rag right off of that thing, but I'm going to be super careful. Every time I fire this thing up, it seems like I start a fire. And I'm not going to forget this time and touch that sucker. If I think about it. And my first instinct was to grab that sucker. Russell. That was my first instinct. I wonder if I heated that up. What the heck? I'm sitting here photographing my head. I'm supposed to be doing that. Dumb cluck. Jeez. I ain't all here today. Burn all the string and drop it on the floor. Knock that loose off. Then I'm gonna burn the strings on this. This is all much to do about nothing. I'm sure anybody could do this if they put their mind to it. I'm just killing time, people, and well, I'm not killing time, I'm passing time and not getting bored out of my head about it. I'll throw that on the floor. And I'll bring this one over and I'll burn all the stuff off of these. And I'm going to try not to start a fire, folks. Throw that down there, knock that in the floor. And I have got to get this off of there, which is going to be with a wrench. That's going to be that one. Ain't going to be that one. Ain't going to be that one. I wish I could look at something and tell what size is. Right now that's going to go in breakage. That's going to go in breakage. Now that's going to go into scrap wire. Get all these little screws up. That's going to go in the thread. Anyhow, I'm going to start, hell, that goes into thread. These little whatchamacallits that comes off of these boards and motors and stuff that I don't know if has any value, but I'm not throwing them away till I know this and this and this will go. That's breakage. This will go to my shred pile. I cannot believe that. Let me check these other two. Now I believe that's copper there now. time I have ever seen one of them small motors like that with yeah, that's copper. That is copper. But that's the first time. Now, I tell you what, folks, that is the very first time I have ever seen one of them small fan motors. Come here, you sucker. See what you are. That means from here on out, before I put all the work in dismantling one of them motors, is to scratch in there somehow and see whether it's copper or aluminum. Now that is copper. But I'm tell you right now, let me see this piece down here. I'm just pretty sure that's copper. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm a son of a bitch. That is aluminum. Are you freaking kidding me? Shiny, shiny. Aluminum. Alright. I have inadvertently run across a good, informative piece of information today that I'm going to do a video on. And I've been showing part of it, taking these motors apart. I salvage motors out of vacuum cleaners, electric fans, anything like that, you know, AC window units. And when you get the guts of them out, this is what you're after, is this copper on these things. And here's two different kind of motors, and here's a third different kind of motor. Now they all pretty much look the same copper wise, but here, and this is the first time that I have ever come across motors like this that was aluminum wire instead of copper wire. Now one of them I showed you just now is copper, and the other two are aluminum. Now this shiny bright stuff kind of be a tip off for me on this shiny bright. If copper's got any age to it, it's going to start getting a potential on. I only got 2 that had copper. These here, if you want to pull aluminum wire out and sell it for aluminum, you can, but no more than it is. That's going in my shred. That's going in my shred.